Have you ever heard of an animal so rare, so sacred, that its very birth could change the fate of an entire nation? For the Lakota, the appearance of a white buffalo is not just a miracle, it's a prophecy. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to Native American Origins, where forgotten legends and sacred stories come alive. Long ago, before the Lakota were united by sacred ceremony, there was a time of great suffering. The buffalo herds that once filled the plains had scattered. Food was scarce, and the people quarreled among themselves. Hope grew dim, and elders feared that their children would not survive the winters to come. 2 young hunters were sent out across the windswept grasslands in search of game. Days passed, but the land remained empty. No deer, no elk, no buffalo. Their moccasins grew thin, their throats dry. Just when despair began to settle, one of them noticed something unusual on the horizon. At first, it seemed like a wisp of smoke, but as it drew closer, it became clear. It was a young woman dressed in radiant white buckskin, her hair black as night, her movements calm and graceful. The 2 hunters stopped. One of them, filled with lust and arrogance, whispered that he would claim her for himself. But the other, sensing her sacred presence, fell silent, his heart pounding with awe. The greedy man approached her, but as he reached out, a sudden cloud of smoke enveloped him. In an instant, his body crumbled into dust, scattered by the prairie wind. The surviving hunter dropped to his knees, trembling with fear. The woman looked upon him, not with anger, but with kindness. "Do not fear," she said. "I am Pite Skawin, the white buffalo calf woman. Return to your people. Tell your leaders to prepare, for I carry a sacred gift that will change the destiny of the Lakota." When she arrived at the camp, every man, woman, and child gathered to see her. Her presence was unlike anything they had ever known. Even the animals seemed to pause. The birds quieted, the wind stilled, and the buffalo in the distance turned their heads toward her. She carried a sacred bundle wrapped in white buffalo hide. When she unwrapped it, the people gasped. Inside was the chinunpa, the sacred pipe. She explained that this pipe was not just an object, but a living connection between the people and the Creator. The smoke rising from its bowl would carry prayers to the heavens. Every being, 2-legged, 4-legged, winged, and rooted in the earth, was part of the same sacred circle. The white buffalo calf woman did not stop with the pipe. She remained among the Lakota and taught them the 7 sacred rites that would guide their lives for generations. 1. The Inipi, the purification lodge where body and spirit are cleansed. 2. The Hanblasea, the vision quest, where seekers fast and pray alone in nature. 3. The Wiwanyag Wachipi, the sun dance, a ceremony of sacrifice and renewal. 4. The Hunkapi, the making of relatives, to bind families and nations together. 5. The Ishnata Awi Chaloan, the ceremony for welcoming children. 6. The Tapa Wankayapi, the preparation for adulthood. 7. The Nagi Gluhapi, the keeping of the spirit, honoring those who have passed. With each teaching, she reminded the Lakota that they were not owners of the land, but its caretakers. They were not separate from the buffalo, the rivers, or the wind, but one with them. When her teachings were complete, she told the Lakota that she must leave, but would return one day, in a time of great need. She began to walk away, her form shimmering in the golden light of dusk. As the people watched, she transformed before their eyes, first into a black buffalo, then a brown one, then a red one. Finally, she became a pure white buffalo calf. With each transformation, she reminded them of the 4 directions, the seasons, and the eternal cycle of life. Then she disappeared into the horizon. From that day forward, the Lakota knew the birth of a white buffalo calf would be a sign from the Creator, a message that great change was coming, and that humanity must return to balance with the earth. Even today, when a white buffalo calf is born, Native communities gather in prayer. Elders travel from far and wide to witness it. Songs are sung, ceremonies held, and the people remember the promise of the white buffalo calf woman, that she would never abandon them. This is not just myth. It is a story alive in every prairie wind, every river current, every heartbeat. It is a reminder that survival depends not on conquest, but on respect. Respect for the land, the buffalo, the water, and for each other. Close your eyes and imagine standing on the wide plains. The sky is painted red by the setting sun. Out of the tall grass steps a small calf, its coat as white as freshly fallen snow. The world falls silent. You feel the weight of its meaning, hope, renewal, and a call to listen before it's too late. If you believe these stories should never be forgotten, help us keep them alive. Subscribe to Native American Origins, share this video, and carry the wisdom of the white buffalo with you. Because some legends are not just history, they are prophecy.